All right, so I feel like watching some French league today. So it's gonna be Paris Volley versus Chaumont Haute Marne. Both teams are pretty dang good. This is the setter. He's like, I don't mean to be rude, but he's a bit on the heavier side. He's a bit chubbier, so to speak. Hope that's not rude, but it is what it is. You might see some highlights of him. He dishes the butter. He's got good hands. Mujanovic, pretty sure he's the I think it's Slovenian right side. He's a big lefty as far as I remember, and yeah, some good players on this team. And on Haute Marne, we got Joe Worsley, the American setter. Henno, I believe it's Hilaire Henno's brother. And then we got Jacob Pasteur. He plays the first three sets. He went to Ohio State, one of the best players in the NCAA last year. Yeah, we got some ballers. Let's watch it. Let's check it out. So we got Joe Worsley starting us off. Yeah, okay. Got Joe Worsley starting us off here. And yeah, this is the setter I'm talking about. He's not like huge. He's not like fat. It's just like for a volleyball player, he's a little bit chubbier, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some hate for that, but I don't know. He's cool. I love watching him play. He's got butter. Look at this right here. He's got swag too. Just dishing it, puts up a perfect ball, and that happens because he's putting up perfect balls. Okay. Sorry if I'm being rude, but yeah. And then yeah, okay, that's so number 4. This is Hilaire Henno's brother right here, the one that just got bopped in the face. Pasteur. Pasteur is one of the most athletic players that I've seen in the NCAA. Very fun to watch. He's been kind of battling for some playing time. I don't know. But like it just looks so athletic, everything he does. He hits the ball pretty dang hard. He's got a great arm swing. And like a play like this, I would rather this guy put it back here on the dig than up here, up on the net. But like ideally, he just lifts this straight up from where he is, just around here, Just kind of hook it a little bit more, with your platform. Just hook it, bring it straight up a little bit more there. But I mean, it's a tough dig. You can't really ask too much for that, Really good spacing of routes. This is why I'm a big fan of that, Again, dude dishes the butter. One-handed, throws it out to the outside. At least they're keeping it on their side, but they don't figure it out there. And like, yeah, this is good because then they have a chance to figure something out. But then, yeah, he's just not able to. Yeah, and I think it stinks that this counts as an error for Pasteur. Like, I mean, dude, the dude can't save it. Come on. That should just be like I don't even know, a missed free ball. I don't even know. I don't know what I would call it. Look at the middle here. He moves across that net well, but it's just such a flat move, it looks like. I don't know. I mean, he's big, so he doesn't really need to get super high, but still. I don't know who their right side is, Diop, but he got clamped there, not going to lie to you. Is Mujanovic? Oh, Mujanovic is a right-handed player. It's a nice swing, really nice swing. He gets caught a little bit low here, and like he's just chipping off the block. Really has to go sharp there, because if he doesn't go super sharp here, like where it's going to land right here, right on that line, then this doesn't chip off of his hands at all. Okay. And this is an interesting run. And I'm not sure what exactly you call this when you're calling it to like get set, but taking that to that deep corner is beautiful right there. And like, I don't care if you have a good double block up, even a triple block, if you're taking it to that deep corner, something good's gonna happen. And yeah, I was coaching Gosh, sorry. I was coaching last weekend, and one of my players, he was getting some pipes like that, where it was like almost out of system. Like, I mean, I guess semi-in system. It was just slow. They threw it up to him, and he's just chopping it maybe 75% to the one spot or something like that, just a good angle past the block, and it scores. You know, like if you're getting it past the block, guys aren't that great at defense, you know, especially if you're a younger player. It's more about learning how to hit to the right spots instead of trying to hit as hard as possible every time. Because if you're hitting as hard as possible every time, but that means you're swinging straight into the middle of the court every time, you're gonna get messed up. You know, who's this middle? Holdaway. This is another American. I'm pretty sure he played at Long Beach. I could be wrong though. And like right here in this situation, it would be more important to just find the edge of this guy's arm, or just go sharp. Even if it's a dig for them, it keeps the ball alive instead of getting clamped like this, you know? But he swings straight to the 6, gets clamped. That was a very, very big block. Especially like the situation that he was in, he was falling backwards, he was jumping from the 10-foot line. There's just no point in him doing that. This is a really big middle here. I think this is the guy. I don't remember. Can't remember if I looked him up. But that's a tall dude. Definitely some tall players in this game right here. Diop, he's pretty tall. That's middle over there, he's pretty tall. The Chaumont middle right here, number 16, he's huge. He's probably 7 foot something, maybe 7'2". I think it's important for middles to also, like, outsides are starting to get crafty like this and get a little bit dirty, if you want to say that. I think it's important for middles to adapt like that as well. You know, I think I saw a clip of Cameron Thorne, I think. Is that his name? Yeah, I think that's his name. From UCLA. Well, he went to GCU, now he's at UCLA. He did like the swing with the right, but then you tip it with your left thing from the middle. You know, like the lefty tip from the middle, and it worked amazingly. So you got to be able to be creative. You got to be able to adjust. And Joe runs the offense, man. He really does run a great offense. You know, like, how far away can you run the middle? In how bad of a situation can you still run the middle and find a really perfect window for that middle? Like, that's a pretty good dang window, you know? And it comes with trust, too. Like, the more that you're setting those balls, the more that hitter's going to trust you and make sure that he's up every time, make sure he's ready to swing every time. It's good stuff. See this real quick. Yeah. It's nice. It's very nice. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's Mujanovic right there. I guess I forget that he was a righty, but I know the dude's athletic. Like, I mean, that's pretty much a standing jump, and he's able to jump that high and just rip to a deep corner. Lefty spin all the way. And see, Chaumont is running this pipe. When this setter gets moved backwards, they're running this pipe directly in the middle of the court, and I actually like that a lot. I think it spaces the court out well when this guy follows him. I like that. I like it a lot. I think you just got to be able to communicate with your hitters and say, hey, in this situation, I want you on a spot, you know, or follow me type of thing. You know? That's a nice swing. That's a really nice swing. Look at how high he contacts it. I think it might have went through some people's hands, but right on that back line, that's going to score pretty consistently. That's nice. Run that ish. Yeah, run that offense. Right to Mujanovic. Leaves him inside a bit. And, like, when you're setting from back here, on both sides, I think leaving the ball inside is so important, because then you can just let yourself be athletic and rip it cross, you know? With athletic hitters, at least. If the hitter's not athletic, I think it's way more important to put the ball tight, because then they can just turn it into short court, you know? But if the guy's athletic, if he's a big dude, leave it a little bit inside, let the dude just swing super high cross. It's a nice swing down that line. Off the hands. Again, still even if he's swinging line, he's swinging high. Because if he swings high, going off, like, the way it hits your hands and stuff, up top and all that, the edge of the block, anywhere on the outside of your arm or hand, it's kind of unpredictable how it hits and goes off. So, yeah, it's good stuff. Ooh, hello. Clamped up. Really nice. Presses immediately over the net. Look at that. He's reaching towards that ball so much, and then just finishes a little bit extra. That's all you need to do as a middle blocker. I mean, well, not all you need to do, but that's what the focus point right there. And again, I think this spaces out the offense pretty well. You know, one guy right up the middle, real quick route here that gets him to kind of bite one way or have to lean one way. Look at him leaning, you know. And having that middle be the threat, it causes this guy to just be a little bit late on this right side here. And then if he's a little bit late, as long as this guy stays high, he can go over the top, deep to that corner, and he's good. And he's chilling. Hello. That is a connection and a half right there. Letting his hitter reach, finding him at his peak. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful run. Nice. Very nice. Pasteur technically gets ace there. Poor kid. He's getting unlucky. Poor kid. Leaving it inside. See what happens. Leave it inside. And, like, I don't mean leave it inside off here, off the net. It still needs to be up at the net so that the dude can go have a chance at being athletic. But leaving it too far takes away your athleticism because you're falling away from the court. Putting it inside lets you go towards the court with your momentum. And this is a really, really good choice by Pasteur, attacking the setter's hands. He's the small part of that block. These guys are pretty big. Really nice choice there. I like that. I think Mujanovic is Slovenian. I don't remember. Maybe I can look it up, but I don't feel like it. I don't. You guys can look it up if you want. If you're confused, if you're curious, you can always look it up. Just hold away, taking that chop serve right in front of the outside. Libero takes it instead, though. And liberos, with those short serves, please be aggressive because it is very, very nice when you guys are aggressive. And yeah, you just gotta let your athletes be athletes, you know. And that's why I really like this guy and his offense right now, because he's letting the dudes reach. He finds them at their peak, no matter what the tempo is. Still finding them at their peak. You know, like right here, even it's not perfect. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more in front of him, but he's at a peak. He's up there so that he can make a pretty good decision. You know. Up, Joe Worsley with a good touch here. Yeah, and look at how his hands are facing up a little bit. He's just looking for the soft block. He's looking for exactly that ball right there. Yeah, I like Pasteur not biting on him. And that's a pretty good block move. It's just a really nice swing. Yeah, a few inches one way or the other. I think he's clamping him on that one, but you know what happens. A little reverse flow action from Joe Worsley here. Oops, my bad. Find a way. Okay, Henno. Nice spot. I mean, always putting it around that setter, so either he takes it and then they're kind of out of system. If he doesn't take it, somebody has to cover a lot of space. It's nice here. And again, he puts it high, puts it inside, lets the dude go be athletic here. He goes right outside of Pasteur's hands. Right outside of it. Really nice swing. Float serve. Pasteur puts it on there. Oh, hello. And yeah, this is Pasteur right here. Just gets him in rhythm. If you can have a good tempo with him and let him be in rhythm, he'll go OT on people all day, man. He's an athlete. Look at him. Come on, he's OT on that all day. Yeah, this is like his best thing. It's like the setter's kind of close to him. He's in rhythm. Setter finds a perfect tempo for him. he's able to reach as high as possible. As long as it's in motion for him, he's chilling for the most part. Tough pass. Again, this guy leaves in this one he leaves it a little bit too far inside for a little reverse flow. But Mujanovic waits. He's patient. He knows that might happen. This is brutal. This is tough. This happened in practice with one of my teammates. He's tipping it into the block for a reuse, but then he's putting it's a reuse right where he is, so nobody can cover that. Because at this point, he's right here. Nobody can just sit right where he is right now because that's dangerous and dumb. And then he tips it behind him. If you're trying to reuse it, tip it towards your teammates. You know, like if he's trying to reuse, maybe tip it this way, swipe it this way. Maybe just press in so then they have to figure it out, you know. But tipping it into the block and then getting away from the ball, like you can't expect your teammates to recover that, you know. You just can't. Down the pass, run the middle. Yeah, he's letting this middle eat right now. Letting him eat up. I like that. It's good to let your middle get into a good rhythm early in that game. Especially if you have good outsides or right sides or whatever. And like they know, okay, every time they've been on perfect pass, they've set the middle. Then late game, in a certain situation where you need to set your primary guy, then the other one's going to be open if it's not him. Same type of deal here. You know, not perfect situation, not a mirrored situation, you know. But he kind of tries to press it in. And look where he is. He's right here. Nobody can cover there. And then that's where the ball drops. You know, you can't expect anyone to cover that. You really can't. Like maybe Joe could have, but it's a really tough one. You can't really expect them to. And he obviously didn't, so. Yeah, spacing on the routes. There's a little too much confusion. A little bit misconnection there. Oh, beautiful run by Joe. That is a tough set to hit right there. Really nice by Joe. Look at the hands. He gets it. He gets his hands right here and then sets it backward. Wow, that's difficult. And like I've said this in other videos, but being able to just find someone's window in weird ways, you know, like DeCecco does that all the time. Joe Worsley obviously does that. You know, really, really good setters can hit windows without having to be perfect fundamentals. I'm right here, you know. Yeah, let Pasteur just eat, bro. Let him go be athletic. Let him go OT on that, dude. If he's got that matchup, that mismatch, let him eat. He's going OT. He's going OT twice on him now. Let the kid eat up. Yep. Feed the mismatch. And he brought that down a little bit there, but it's a good touch. Good touch on the block. Yeah, but yeah, let that mismatch eat up. Same deal. They're letting these middles eat up right now. And I guarantee late in one of the sets, he's going to start setting Mujanovic because that's what he's opening up right now. Like he's putting a lot of pressure on the middles. And in late game, all the pressure is here on the middles, so then he can go, okay, now we got a kill over here. Gosh, Mujanovic, he's an athlete, man. He must touch up there. He must be touching 12. I don't know. Don't know for sure, but Mujanovic is an athlete, that's for sure. We got a lot of athletes on this court. Even the guy that I called chubby in a rude way. I hope you guys don't get mad at me for that, but I don't know, he's a little bigger. He's a little bigger than the other guys. Beautiful run though. Again, let Pasteur get up there in motion, in rhythm. If he doesn't have to slow himself down because like there's a tempo misconnection, oh dude, he's crazy. He's nice. He's nice with it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. Look at how high he's reaching. And I think one of the best things about his arm swing is he's able to reach this high with his arm swing without having to slow down. Like, this is his full power, and he's fully reached like that. And he still gets to find a little bit of an angle off of it, you know? I think Diop just kind of spatched that one. A little mishand contact there. Joe Worsley. It's a beautiful set, though. He's aiming for right here, you know? He's aiming for that spot right there. See, this is a better press because at least, this is a better reuse because at least he's getting out of the way and somebody has space to get in there and cover it, you know? Feed Mujanovic out of system, man. They're giving it to him every time out of system. And this right here is why. Look at him. Jeez. Going OT on everybody. Gets him to go into the net. And like Pasteur not being up on the pipe is so much more important than him diming the pass is so much more important than him being up on the pipe. Wow, that's a nice block move, man. Look at how he gets his feet to the ball. And then presses line, takes care of that. That left hand is pressed a little bit more. This right arm is still pressed, though, because it hits the right arm a little bit. It hits right in between them. Okay? Just because you're taking the line doesn't mean that only the left arm is pressed, but it just means the left arm's slightly more pressed so that the angle goes back into the middle of the court. Okay? Like you see TJ DeFalco make block moves or that move right there. It's the same type of thing. Both hands have to be pressed if you're going to make good block moves, but yeah. Oh, out of bounds, inbounds, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Mujanovic going back up there. Dime. Good job, Pasteur. My guy. Diming those passes. This middle moves real weird across the net when he's blocking. But you know that he's closing some blocks. He's making it happen. You know, I was listening to another podcast about like passing and stuff like that, but whatever works, let it work, you know. So I guess if this guy's closing blocks and making good block moves and getting good blocks, don't change it because it's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's beautiful. And you can't underestimate Joe Worsley. He can run his middle in a weird situation like this, in a fast situation. This is beautiful. And I think all setters should really try and learn how to do this because it complicates the offense so much for the defense. Like the blockers, they have to be ready for everything so much more. Because, I mean, in the league that I'm in right now, I feel like middles unless the pass is perfect, they don't get set. Okay? Unless the pass is like perfect on their head, they don't set the middle. But like it makes it so easy for the block, especially the middle blockers, because once the pass isn't perfect, they can go, okay, split step, I'm going pins. Boom. Boom, you know? And it's just like if the setters can run the middle from some tough spots, it really makes it a difficult job for the middle. It's a nice lefty serve, I'll admit that. Oh, hello. Let him reach right here. And on this one right here, you have to go a little bit lower from where you usually would with like an ideal situation, because he just doesn't really have much of an approach. But he also kind of went soft there. I feel like he could have jumped harder. But he still made a nice tip. Oof, see a ball. That puppy is gone. Spacharewski, see a ball. Bye-bye. We got 1950 in the second set here. Out of system. Oh, uh-oh. Oh my goodness. And this is really important to communicate here so you know who's taking it or who's hitting it, you know? It's lefty serve. Who is this lefty? Is he a serve spec? I think he's a serve spec, yeah. Must have been a serve spec. Serve spec for this guy. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is a really nice run. Still letting him hang as this ball. So as this ball gets pulled off a bit, he kind of runs it a little bit further. That's beautiful. That's a nice run. Not sure exactly what you'd call that because it's like a push, but it's pretty far for a push, so that's nice. And you know, I feel like this is not his. I don't know, because even if he connects on it, this middle knows that he'll run it from this spot now. So he was up on it. He was a little bit late to it though. I don't know. Not sure. Really nice swing by Joe. Getting that shoulder popped out. Come on now. Kablam. If he can do it, you can do it. Okay? He's, what, maybe 6'1"? I don't even know. Is he even that tall? He's a pretty small guy. Yeah. Plays some really good defense too, though. Oh. And, you know, as a 6-spot defender, you can't sell it so much, and like you have to be so light on your feet because especially if you have big blockers like that too, everything that's going to get to you is going to be off of the block. Like it's going to get slowed down. Mujanovic. Oh, hello. He got bopped. He got challenged there. Dimed it. Let the middle reach. And, you know, this is so important with, like, a big middle like this. You're letting him hit it at his peak still, you know, because it's just the block doesn't have time to get all the way up there if they wait. You know, like, these middles right here react pretty fast and all that, but still, you know, he's contacting it at such a high point so quick. Like Merrick McHenry or Kofi or something like that. Like, that's a difficult swing to stop. You're just swinging so high. Giving it to Mujanovic here, and he rips it out of bounds. I think he's definitely trying to go deep here, but just a little bit too much. Just a bit too much. Oh, nice swing. I like that. Little thumb down. Late thumb down. He waits for it. Bang, thumbs down. Goes sharp. Ooh. This is a brutal hit. Joe Worsley thought it might have been out. It looked like he hesitated there. Yeah, I think it's so important not to hesitate too. Tip. You know, people underestimate the tip. It just challenges the defense. It's just like it puts pressure on them, forces them to do something good there. You know, the tip is underrated. So many people just want to hit every single time. You can't score every single time. Even with good hits, you can't score every time. Because sometimes it's just going to be something unlucky, you know? Sometimes someone's just going to get hit in the chest and it's going to be alive. Sometimes it's just going to be a weird one, you know? But, ooh, hello. Is this the same guy that made the other move? I think it is. He's making some big moves, big block moves. Sealing that high ball. He jumps real high. Look at how aggressive he takes this approach too. This block approach. Hey, you know, he's angry. He's angry with that block move. Okay? Makes it big. Seals the high line with his hands too. It's a really nice block. Pasteur. Taking it to that deep corner. Love this swing from him. I don't know why he got subbed out. I think he's playing well. I don't know what's going through that coach's head. No idea. I like Pasteur though. Maybe it's the passing. Oof, same deal, man. He can run that offense from back here. He can run that middle from back there. The perfect pass changes from this is the perfect pass to anywhere in this range is the perfect pass. I want to see this one more time. Sorry. Wow, what a serve! What a serve from Toledo. They're leaving Mujanovic inside, and he's just blasting away. Toledo with a serve. He goes like that every time he serves. It's weird. Joe Worsley keeps the ball alive. Let's see what they do here. Good choice. Again, really nice choice by Pasteur. Finding different ways to score. It's beautiful. He's got variety. And look at how high he contacts this ball, okay? Just because he's roll shotting it, just because he's doing something deceptive, doesn't mean that he can't, or like a change-up, it doesn't mean that he can't contact it at a very high point. Good run, Toledo. You did good. You did your job, brother. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wowza. Am I right? Goodness gracious. Little fake lefty reuse. I don't mind that. And this guy tries to be like Joe Worsley. Full Mack truck lane. Oh my goodness. What the heck is happening? They're freaking out. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. They're freaking out over there. That's always a very good sign for your team if the other team's starting to get a little jittery and do some weird stuff. Letting free balls drop or just selling some plays that they could definitely get. Not ideal defense, but it worked out. Defense is so iffy. Because if he's back here, I don't think he gets that ball. I don't know. Defense is all about just reading, understanding the play, understanding what could happen. There's no X on the floor, There's no X on the ground with defense. You really can't play defense successfully in that way. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And if the middle tempo is fast enough, like this dude's on his tiptoes when he's setting it in his hands. If the middle tempo is fast enough, you're gonna get people to sell out. And then he's going to have this lane here. Hello, Pasteur. What a bomb. What a blast. What a blastoise here. Yeah, and it doesn't matter how high you put this pipe anymore. Let's see what step he was on. In his hands, in between. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a nice run. I mean, they got to put it high for Pasteur because he's a beast. He is an athlete. He jumps real high. And I think him on the pipe is a devious route. I think they should definitely use it a bit more than they do right now. These little cut shots, tips, and little change-ups are working real well right now. Mixed in with some big swings too. They're doing it on their serve too. Let's see if it works. And it works out. Again, oh, hello. That's a really nice save. Look at that. Look at him trucking it, saving the ball, just giving the team a chance. See what happens. Bang. If you're a setter and you're too picky where this isn't a good enough pass for you to run your middle, you're not a good enough setter. Come on. You should be able to run your middle from way further off than you. This is a perfect pass, yeah. But, you should still be able to run your middle from where the last one was at. Nice. Very nice. Now Chaumont's kind of taking back over. They're figuring their stuff out. They're finding their groove. You think? No, I don't think he's going up. This is the only... I haven't really seen this happen before. So he fakes it, stays down. Pasteur has to go early because he thinks so. He might be jumping. And then Pasteur messes up his route and goes a little bit too early. And it doesn't get a full lane. Ooh, okay. We got 2 errors in a row here for Pasteur. He was having a good game, though. He really was. I still don't think he's done anything where it's like, hey, we got to take you out. No. Nice swing. Really nice choice again. High to that deep line. I think it might have been out. Oh, no. Somebody touched it? Yeah, probably a touch. Probably a touch there. Mujanovic with the serve. Letting Pasteur be athletic there. And this is the problem with Pasteur is it's the same problem that I do a lot is like just because of this, I think it's not a easy situation. I choose to just swing to the 6 hands like super high, and then it's a 6-spot dig, and they run their offense and see what happens. Yeah, I do that too much, so I need to take better swings more consistently. Even when it's a bad situation for me, I need to find a better situation. I like him pulling his hands here, okay? Because it was early, everyone knew that he was tipping pretty early, so the defense has time to adjust and figure that out. He doesn't risk getting tooled on a stupid free ball. How many times has he served so far? What the heck? These tips, man, they're working. It's the French league. Of course they're working. Come on. They teach that. That's what they do. They want you to be doing that all day. What happened here? The dude slip? Oh, okay. Yeah, can't change his direction that fast. Makes sense. Fair enough. Hey, little backspin. Little backspin action there. My one buddy, he actually wanted to make that like a real thing. Where, this is, wow. But he wanted to start doing that so that people, other people would catch on and start doing that consistently. But I don't think it works that great. It probably does work, but it's not easy to do. Whew. I think he hit off the hands, no? No? Just see ya. I don't think that ball is for him. Yeah, that ball is definitely not for him. It's a big dude, though. Of course, I'm fine. I'd be fine with that middle trying to pick that off, though. It's fair enough. Go for it. If you think you can hit it, go for it, man. Gives him a free ball. Again, just being ready to jump where you are, take a good swing. Really nice by him. Really nice by Henno. See what happens. So Pasteur got subbed out for this number 7. No, he wasn't under. Get over it. Get over yourself, guy. Whatever. Over the top. Over the top again. Suikonen taking a swing. Hybrid. I love big middles taking hybrids because I think it's kind of easy for them. They can just hit it from such a high point very easily. So hybrids for middles are a very good thing, I'd say. Yeah, so Joe has gotten this over the top route maybe 3 times so far. And he tries to go to it again. They finally make an adjustment and get up on it. So next time he goes, I bet that he sets the middle. Hey, again, sealing that line with that left hand. Look at how he presses a little bit extra with it, okay? Just reaches forward a little bit, wraps around the ball, gets it right on him. Beautiful. Joe Worsley. Joe Worsley, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, almost. A little bit too short for that. Joe, run that offense. Run that puppy. Beautiful. Ooh, hello. That's a really nice serve. I need a nap. That's what I need. What time is it? 15:34. I'm not going to be able to take a nap. No. No naps for me. Ooh, beautiful defensive move here. One step. Just goes for the ball. Tracking the ball, just puts it high, finds a way. Out of bounds. Beautiful. Really nice with that defensive move. I'm trying to work on that. Being able to just lay out, stay balanced so that I can just jump as far as possible one way or the other. Swinging high off those hands again. Going outside. Let's see this one more time. He's got to swing high because that dude was a very big block up there. I used to not be a fan of them running the pipe at a spot, but with Joe Worsley being able to run this offense, I actually am a big fan now. It actually spaces the floor pretty well. He's not going to be able to set the middle here. He could probably set the right side, But now you just have something holding this guy hostage, so to speak. Like holding him, keeping him honest in that middle, so he can't cheat one way or the other. I like it. And I mean, I feel like it takes a good setter like Joe Worsley, who just has a really good feel for where he is on the court, to be able to run that. Because if he doesn't have a good feel of the court, then he wouldn't be able to hit that spot when he's running around and sprinting one way or the other. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Look at how high up he has to reach to make sure he's over top of Mujanovic. Just roll shots, tries to go to that corner. Beautiful. I just realized Haute Miner's up 7-0 right now. Holy crap. Holy goodness gracious. Up 8-0 right now off of Joe Worsley's reverse float. Oh my goodness. 9-0. What a start. What a start for them. Holy crap. Waking me right up. No nap for me. Starting up 10-0. Wow. Joe Worsley. And he's serving with variety right now. I think from the other one, he served from there. Now he's serving from there with the reverse hybrid. Just attacking them in different ways. Not letting them get comfortable at all. Beautiful. Yeah, my current coach says, like, if to keep doing your one serve and to keep doing it. But I think variety in your serving is just going to keep them on their toes way more. And this is when the one guy got subbed out. Wow. Oh, and the run finally ends. Wow. Barely. Yeah, personally, I don't think this blocker should help anything in this area right here. And anything from this third of the court. This blocker should not do anything because it's so hard for him to actually get his hands somewhere where he's not going to get tooled somehow, Unless he, moves himself over pretty good. Oh, yeah, I got freaking stuff in my nose or something. Is that up? Yes, it's up. Joe Worsley. Let's see this dig. Just drops low. Pancakes it. Bang, runs that pipe. And this is the only downside to having that pipe be on a spot, is then when he is setting from that spot, then it might get a little bit confusing. But it's pretty easy to work around. Having that back pipe, front pipe type of deal instead of just regular pipe. And the tempo stays the same, so it's really not that bad. If he's a decent setter, he can figure it out. Oh, hello. Big block move here. And with Mujanovic, this is the block move that you have to make with a big dude who swings high every time. You have to make a move like this and then press like that. Because if he presses like this, if he had started like this, then he's getting OT'd. Let's see where the ball goes. Let's say the ball hits here. Yeah, so if he pressed early like that, he's either breaking a finger or getting OT'd. I mean, it's a good choice in transition to dunk it, but you just got to find a way to get past the block without hitting it, because once you hit the block, it just slows it down. It's a tough one. Oh my gosh, okay, we got a miss serve. We got 2-15 right now. Haute Marne is just owning them. There's no mercy, no remorse for human life. Hybrid here, going right side. Oh my, see a ball. That one's out of bounds. Another hybrid, right on top of Joe Worsley's head. Beautiful cross swing. From this, if you're passing inside and you're having to transition from inside the court like this, it's still so important to be able to hit a sharp angle, even if it means you go weird with your shoulder. You still just gotta be able to see it and not just swing straight. You still need to be able to make a good choice. Good read by this libero here. And he's so balanced. He's still so balanced on contact. He makes a big move and then he finds balance and then goes. Really nice. Ooh, nice swing. And again, he's moving his body in a specific way so that he can get his body away, so that he can swing at whatever angle he wants, different hitting different angles requires different positions of your body, Hello. It's a good run. It's a really nice run. Of course, there's no help on it. But I'd say this is a fine move. It's just a really good connection. You got to challenge him and say, okay, fine. Oh, he got hit in the nuts. Didn't he? No, he's fine. Okay, 17-5. Spin serve. It's a pretty good pass. Not sure what I would do as a blocker there because that's a really good pass. I mean, and sometimes as servers, if you have a really good serve, it's just a better pass sometimes. It just happens. That's just how volleyball works, man. Gotta accept it and move on. Decent pass, runs the middle. Ooh, see ya, man. Where do you think this was going? Oh my gosh. He almost tabletopped that dude. He completely read that play wrong. Good pass, runs the right side. And I think Joe Worsley, he's been in this situation a few times in this game now, and he's done different things every time. You just can't let a team get comfortable. Can't let blockers get comfortable. Oof, good way. This guy's huge. He's able to just reach so high. Good for him. And again, he's making himself available immediately. Okay, there's no lag in it. There's no, wait, give me a second. Let me make a full transition. No. That's not the play. The play's fast. You got to be up fast, Mujanovic back. He's back. Give him that sharp cross. That's his. It's his for the taking. Give it to him. Good for him. I do like Mujanovic as a player. I think he's cool to watch. He's just so explosive. It's cool to see a player that large, that tall, be able to be that explosive too. It's fun to see. I feel like those, I don't know, I think Slovenia is a Balkan country. Could be wrong. I don't know much about geography, but I don't know many things about countries. I didn't realize that Greece was a Balkan country for a while. Out of bounds, inbounds, out of bounds. Wait, yeah, out of bounds. Runs it. Let's see. Okay. Over the top, reaches over the top, finds that deep corner. That's a nice swing. There's nothing you can really do about it. I don't think that libero really made a terrible choice because it looked like he was slowing his swing down a bit. But right here, this is why it's so important to make sure you're still pressing over the net, because if he presses better on this, even if it kind of rattles in his hands, it goes on that other side instead of his side, Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. I'm not sure. What do they call here? They called over. Oof. Whatever, 11-22. If you're up 11-22, don't let a bad call get in your head. Come on. What are you doing? Good job by this middle. Good job by this middle to get his hands on the ball. Find a way to slow the play down a little bit. They're getting a few bad calls here, maybe. Now they're getting aced. Letting these guys come back right into this game. And volleyball's weird. You gotta, if these guys are riding the high, they can make this comeback. It's just how volleyball works sometimes. How many touches was this? Was this I don't know. This might be too many touches. It might be a third touch. I don't know. Oof, and now they're coming back. It's 14-22. The lead is less, that's for sure. Over the top. Off the hands there. Gotta do what you gotta do. Out of bounds. 23-15. They're only down by 8. Yeah, now they're down by 9. And they finish this puppy off, huh? Yeah, the game's never over in volleyball, though. One weird run, one crazy run by the servers. I mean, if there's even one good server on the team, there's always a chance of something crazy. Even just a consistent server. Not even a great server, just a consistent server. They can just keep the ball in bounds with a little bit of pressure. Who knows what could happen? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Sometimes you just get blocks. Sometimes the other team gets all hyped up and then you get them, I mean, fine triple block. If it hits them a little bit differently, It's a block. It's a stuff block. Float serve. He gets it on his center line, and I've talked about this a few times, but if you get it, if it's on your center line, like right in the middle of your body, coming straight at you, in the middle of your body, this is the only adjustment you can make is jumping. And then you don't really have much angle control when you're jumping and doing this, you know. It's a fine pass, but all I'm saying is if he gets it outside of his body, he might be in a better position to truly control that ball. Like, kind of, I mean, this isn't a phenomenal example, but it's a better example. You know, he kind of leans away from the ball a little bit to make a better angle. Times the pass. Off the hands, yeah. Oh, wow. They didn't call hands here. Definitely, yeah, that definitely hit. You can literally see it hitting. Can they challenge that? Ooh, that's a rough call. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's a rough call. I don't think they can challenge it, though. Oh, that's tough. All right, let's see. Spin to float here. Oh, it was a little roll shot action. And I think they started in row 1 just because they wanted Joe Worsley to be serving, which is crazy that he's the one going on the run. But what I'm saying is, like, a little bit of pressure with him keeping the ball in bounds every single time, and they're up 4-0 already. You know, I mean, with that third or that fourth set, sorry, he got him up 11-0. What was it? Something like that. 12-0. Yeah, like right here, and now going to the right side. Bang, finding a way. Now they're up 5-0 in the fifth set. That's a dang good start. And like Joe Worsley, this isn't a crazy serve. It's just putting a little bit of pressure on them to figure it out, you know. And now, yeah, he lost his run there, but I mean, very, very impressive there. And it was different serves every time, too. You know, the same serve isn't going to work most of the time. The same serve isn't going to work twice in a row, unless it's like really, really good. Most of the time, most serves that work are not going to be like that, though. I like how they run that pipe. I like how much space they have. I like the tempo of it. I mean, it also helps that Joe Worsley controls the middle of the court so well. Ah, come on, big guy. You can do better than that. Getting soft blocked by him, come on. Keeps it simple. Goes high. Doesn't work out. Oof. All right, what do we have here? We got a hybrid serve. Auto here. Go to the outside. They keep the tempo here. I don't mind that, but as long as he can be in rhythm still. It's a good swing, though. Let's see. We got 10-3. I mean, we all know who's going to win here. 10-4. 10-4. That guy serves it. What's his name? Let me get his name real quick because that was rude. Anatoly. I remember seeing something about his first name as well. But Anatoly. He's got butter. That's for sure. But just because I say he has butter doesn't mean I wasn't still rude. Doesn't mean I wasn't mean. Oh, come on. Yikes. Maybe Joe's thinking maybe I'll get his hands here, but hey, you're up 10-6. Well, 10-5 at that point. Might as well go for it. Might as well go for something like that. Serve. I don't mind that serve at all. Just a slight bit, you know. And this is a different serve from like a true chop serve. But this is just like a changeup. You know, it's just a little bit different. It just lands a little bit shorter than you were expecting. Just takes a little bit off and like snaps his hand a little bit more. That's all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Joe is 0 for 2 right now in these swings. No. No, sir. I don't mind him going for it, though. Especially when you're up like this, too. A little bit extra momentum gets you to finish out this game. But be wary of that because also, if you're swinging real hard, you're also giving the other team a chance to do something cool, too. So, like a big old block. Or a dig like that, you know, like a dig. Oh, my gosh. This is hype, too. A dig that lands on the line. Yikes. You might as well just play it. Hey, okay. We got 13-8. Mujanovic. Look at that swing. Oof. This guy needs to go block on that. Henno needs to go up and block on that. Gonna be honest there. Gotta be honest. It's up. It's up. Let's see what happens. Good set by the middle. Off the hands. I really like this swing. But good defense too. They're feeding Mujanovic, letting him see if he can bring him back into this game. We got 10-13. It's honestly a close game now with that 5-0 start, I think it was. Off the hands. It's a good swing. It's down that line. It's sharp enough where it could hit the edge and not, if it does hit them all at all. You know, it could go around them, but it could also hit the edge. You know, there's no chance of him hitting the center, the beef of the block, you might want to say. You don't want to hit the beef. Nobody likes to hit the beef. Whoa, that's crazy stuff happening. Good reuse. Yeah, I don't mind that. See what happens is finished it. Ooh, we got a rally. We got a rally. It's a good choice. But, like, this is a better choice than just going for it, you know, because then it's around the block and then these guys have to figure it out because now the middle sets it and Mujanovic swings out of bounds, it looks like. See this one more time. Like, just keeping the ball alive and putting it somewhere where this pressure is better, you know? Thanks for watching, guys.